Alrighty, guys. I want to talk about the 15-second orb. I've been doing it, have been having really good success with it. So I want to discuss what I'm looking to do with it and all of that. I've been doing other orbs, but I'll be honest with you guys, with futures, you have to have a very tight stop loss. And this one can give you insane R&Rs, okay? So the reason why I like the 15-second is one, it's a very tight stop, okay? Here you looking at right now is this 930 candle here, and I'm on a 15-second chart. So you can see right here, this is the opening bell. All right. So this is a 959.56. I'm looking at MES all the way down to 59.50. So about a 5 to 6 point here. All right. And when we're drawing the top line here, so we're gonna look at the top and bottom as we're gonna wait for a breakout of structure here. So I go here and I draw my lines, right? All right, so what I'm looking for is price to either break below or above. So with this strategy is I can get in super early and I can make some mad money because when the market opens, there's some big reactions up or down. But we want to make sure we follow the trend and instead of just randomly guess, we want to make sure, with this 15-second strategy, what I like about it is I've been playing orbs for a while. This 15-second goes into a 1 minute, goes into a 5 minute orb, goes into a 15-minute orb, and eventually into the 30-minute orb and goes into the bigger one. So if you can get in early, you're set. You can just keep on trailing, stopping your loss. So look at this. So we break structure here. The minute you break structure, you look to get in. Okay. I think it is nice to get a retest, but not all the time will you get a retest of this bottom thing. You got to keep that in mind. So a lot of times it just does this where it just goes down and it just keeps going down and down. I always like to say scale into a position you like. For me, it could, if you're trying to do prop firms, whatever account size you are, I think 10 micros is very nice. It's not that big of a loss if you take a loss up in here, but I say get in some micros, right away, and then if it wants to come back and retest this lower line, then you put in some more, all right? But you want to get in some size, that way if it does just tumble down, you're in and you can ride it out. I like to do micros because you can scale out, and once you make a good amount of gain, then you just put your stop loss break even, and you just try to hold out the rest of the time. So right in here, we break structure here, and then bam, it's just off to the races. Like, look at this. We just go down 59.48 all the way to 37. You make over 11-point drop rate in here. It comes, make sure you take some gains. It comes back up and then it just goes back down again. It makes a massive drop, comes back up. But remember, you have some contracts here break even and you're just scaling out as time goes. You want to make sure you're scaling out. Don't just get rid of all your contracts on the first dip. If you have 10 contracts, I would probably got rid of, on this dip right here, two contracts, 2 or 3 contracts and hold some here. That way, if you made a nice gain here, and then now it's just how much more you make. And look at this. If you could have kept holding, look at the monster returns you would have had. This thing just keeps going down and down and down and down, literally to a low of 58.83. Where did you get in on your entry? All the way at 59.49. That is over a 50-point drop. Literally insane. That is like, yeah, it's like almost 70 points there. But just getting in super early and then having your clear stop loss at this upper orb. So if it goes up to this area, then you're out. So you're using a 15-second chart. So you got to realize this is going to happen fast, all right? So you're going to see the 15 seconds. This is going to come out. You get this nice little rebound, to make sure you for sure can get in, and then it consolidates and then makes that move down, all right? It's not going to work all the time, but I will say, though, at least you have a clear stop loss, all right? A lot of the plays that I'm seeing here are giving you at least 10 points every time. They're giving you massive returns. And just have a scaling out rule. Like maybe say every 5 points, I'm going to take out a micro or two, That way, and then put your contracts at break even. You don't want a green trade go green to red. So if this happened to go all the way down here and then go all the way back up, do not let this green trade where you're up 11 points down here from your entry and go all the way up. Don't let that happen, okay? So if it does come back up, at least you stop out, but you want to make sure you're taking these points though. These are big moves down, and then it just keeps going down. Not every day is going to have a massive day like this where it just keeps going down, but you do see a lot of the days where you can get easily 10 to 20, 30 points, in a very short amount of time. So do keep that in mind. This is one of my most favorite strategies. I like it because your risk is very tight. You know, you're risking a couple points to make a lot of points. All right. And a lot of times, you know, this happens. You know, a lot of times where you know you get this break of structure and it's just going to that next direction. Okay. Yeah, so definitely use this strategy. If you guys are in the Discord, I'm gonna, you know, this is what I'm doing every day on my futures accounts. I've been doing this on my personal accounts too, going some size, and I like it because I know what I'm risking, and I've seen this, you know, I see this a lot where it just keeps working. All right, I think you guys will be very impressed. So, yeah, I'm gonna post this video in the day trading education. If you guys are new watching this, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the support. All of the people who are in the Discord, thank you so much. You guys are more than welcome to come on in, join the family of the Discord. It's the cheapest out there. Gives you guys nice, unique strategies like this where you can be extremely profitable. And it's all about defining your risk. I've been looking and researching futures for a while. It is all about sniping, in my opinion. You're getting in and out. Make sure you know when you have a lot, you know you trail and stop it. Put your stop loss at break even. And the orb is one of my most favorite strategies because I've been doing it for a while. I've been even doing the 5-minute and the 15-minute on futures. It's really nice, but the problem is your stop loss can be rather big. And if you guys watched me before, I said I like to stop at the middle orb. I'll talk about more about this. This is more about the 15 second. The reason why I like the 15 second is you can get in right away on a break because the stop is pretty tight. You know, it's not too shabby, right? And I love volatility. I love adrenaline. You know, once I get in, you know, I get to play every day because we're gonna break structure all the time. So yeah, it's a really nice strategy. If you guys want to join the Discord, if you're not in already, definitely click the link down below in YouTube comments below in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Make sure you read how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. Literally 12 bucks a month. I mean, it's like one of the best deals out there for all the strategies you can get. You're gonna learn my credit spreads, my swing trades, my day trading education. I'll put all in here: swing trading education, live streams. Join the live streams. We're gonna have some fun. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this video out here. This is how I have been doing the 15-second orb. It is my favorite strategy at the moment for futures. I also have the 1 minute. The 1 minute has been absolutely beast. It is a little more rules and stipulations, but it's a really good strategy. Definitely watch that 1 minute strategy here on the day trading education 1 minute. This is how I've been doing the futures. But I'm going to post this in here. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for the support. But 15-second orb, it's been making me some big money. I've been passing prop firms within a day. And my defined risk is no joke. The last time I did it, I took a loss on a 10 micro from a 10 point. I did 10 micros. I took a $180 loss the day before. But then this day, you get like well over 80 points. It's insane, right? So I took like a 5 point, you know, 5 or 8 point loss, something like that. And then this day makes it all up. You know, this right here was 11 point down here, keeps going down and down and down. I mean, look at this monster drop you had. I mean, if you just would have just kept out, you know, hold some break even so you can experience this. You know, I don't know, every 10 points take out a contract or two. You know, and that's what you can look forward to with this strategy is. So I hope to see you guys in the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about it. And this is how I've been doing the 15-second orb. Look at the first candle at 9:30. Do the top and bottom with your lines. Wait for a break of structure, which is we're getting right in here. And bam, it's that simple. We got a break of structure here. We get in on this candle, and then it just goes down. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and peace out.